Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about the cloth we found in the safe. Oh! I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times.
Wow, Phoenix is getting sassy right now.
Alright, let's get this over with.
He's, like, really agitated. This finger looks like it's the most... Like, aside from the thumb, it looks like it's really sticking out. So, let's try it. Like, it's left the darkest imprint kind of thing. Now, who's got a finger like that? Doesn't look like yours. Oh, Biss, I think the organ... Well then, I think the organ was only the first time we came in. Not sure.
No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst! Hey you, over here. What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Emma, please. Alright, what do we have left to do? Oops, pressed the wrong thing. Oh my. Oh my. I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something?
I can't make it out. I'd better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I'd better not forget about this picture.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Let's examine the organ just for Biss. Sorry.
Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office and makes him listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, The detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in his ears.
Oh, thank you.
So it's an instrument of punishment, literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? Nope. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff of blah 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 lasagna. They were the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations, not limitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh, be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Lasagna. Yep, pretty much. I had to reboot myself earlier. Spaghetti cake? What? In memory of her lasagna.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how wow, cut it out! This sounds terrible. Let me try again. Cut it out! You don't know how scary that guy can be. Cut it out! You don't know.
What else can I examine? Your desk again.
We found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident.
Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list.
What would this list be doing here? We'd better look a little more into this list.
I must be missing something. I guess we'll leave? I don't know. Nope, nope. I don't understand. What am I missing? What am I actually missing, though? Did I not... Maybe I have to talk to Gumshoe again. Oh! Gumshoe, you see this? This is great, isn't it? Here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said.
I wish I had a badge. I wish I had a badge. Okay, Emma, you need to slow down. You need to take a break because this is the second time in a row.
What?
Even an ID card would be nice. Okay, let's talk to Gumshoe.
That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
Sorry.
I see.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy! Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry, this guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? Yeah, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet. There he goes, ignoring me again. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out! Yes, sir! We'll be on our way too, then. Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright!
Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen oh gosh, I don't know what I'm saying. Now that I've seen evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. It's hard to believe anyone could keep quiet about it all this time. Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over again with the chief. Sorry, over with the chief again. Later, pal. Or whatever he said. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police want to ask her some questions. So she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
I am voicing all of this, and I am female. I'm trying my best anyway.
I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
You know, I think I finally figured it out. Who it is you're trying to... blah, blah, blah. Who it is you're hiding behind those words.
Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right.
Edgeworth?
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name?
Well, Miss Skye?
Mr. Wright, you are addressing the Chief Prosecutor. Do not forget your place.
I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about the circumstances? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective.
Assuming he's respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes?
His crimes?
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. That text was really slow. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Gant?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly investigated that evidence was...
me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation.
Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. I read that really fast. One other Damon Gant. It's just a run-on sentence.
1 second, guys. Hearing a noise. Just 1 second. Sorry. Be right back. Damon Gant knocking at my door. No, sorry. Just had to check, because I am home alone. What? What are you talking about? Biscoff. Sorry. What the hell is that? I'm home alone, so I heard a knocking noise, so I went to check what it was, make sure it wasn't my parents or anything, even though they have keys. Or like a neighbor knocking, but... When I went out, the knocks weren't as loud, but... When I'm in here, they sound like they're echoing off of something. I don't have Instagram, sorry. There it is again. Sorry. Kinda scary. Yeah, it might be because our house is attached to the neighbor's house. They might be hammering something, but it's kind of strange. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going and try not to be too scared, because I'm like the biggest scaredy cat ever, but I'm gonna try not to be. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, accuse is a word. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. hate looking out the window at night, though. I have like a phobia of looking out the window when it's dark out. Well, I already walked down the hall and checked, and no one was knocking at the door. No, thank you. No, thank you. If I ever go quiet, I'm just listening, sorry. Because I'm trying to figure out what the noise is, because it could be windy outside and something could be knocking, like our back gate sometimes, but still. See, it sounds like hammering, which is why it makes me think it's our neighbors, because they're always flipping hammering something, but I don't know.
I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this strip of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself.
Seriously? What?
Now tell me, why are you taking... Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him?
I'm derping right now, derping. Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder.
Why not?
Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate.
In the murder of Detective Goodman?
Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Why is it always Edgeworth, though? Poor guy. Seriously.
Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the only one... You were not the only one murdered? What?
Huh?
You were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Lana's well and alive right now. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk was broken. I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it.
The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
That would be Edgeworth's knife?
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
Miss Starr.
Oh, I totally missed that. Everything okay? Thank you, Biss. I'm guessing something happened? How do you remove the timeout? Can't you just click on his name and then... oh wait, no, that won't work. Why? What happened? What did you do? There should be a command for it, I just can't remember it right now. I would think unban would work. No, slash. Use the slash for unbanned. Oh dear, what happened? think it's unban. I got it. I think I got it. It said it worked. I don't know. Let me see. Not ignore. Timeout. Oh yes, so it is unban. I already did it though, so don't worry about it. Which also applies to timeouts. Oh, okay. Okay, as long as everyone's good now. I don't know.
Why'd you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
Dork's knife. I don't know, Lel. It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
Wow, that is really descriptive. Wow, okay. Thanks, Biz, for doing your moderator duties, moddy duties. Yeah, that's interesting. On a Phoenix Wright video, though. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that.
So, you hid Dark's knife? Every time I read something, it takes me out of what I'm supposed to be feeling while I'm playing. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that.
Yeah, wait, why did you want me to unban then? Because I unbanned. Okay. I guess if it happens again.
So, you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
There's always awkward pauses in this. Right, then I called my sister. To tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma's so confident. About Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The spooky sound I'm hearing, it sounds like knocking, like a knocking noise. Or like a hammering, almost. The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? Wait. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? I was like, so your phone call?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana...
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. Murderer. And what went down at the chief's office 2 years ago?